Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Jack and Maya podcast. We're so glad you're joining us today. I'm Maya, and I'm really looking forward to diving into today's conversation.
And I'm Jack. You know, Maya, after the morning I just had, this topic about daily routines and feeling a bit robotic couldn't be more timely. It's been one of those days, and I'm still trying to catch my breath.
Oh, Jack, I was just about to ask you about that. It sounded like you barely survived the first few hours of your day. What exactly happened this morning that put you in such a frantic state? Give us the full, unvarnished story.
Honestly, it started with the best intentions, as most disastrous mornings do. My trusty 6 a.m. alarm went off, and for a glorious 5 seconds, I was awake and ready to conquer the day. But then that little voice in my head, the one that always promises just 5 more minutes, got the better of me. And just like that, I drifted back into what felt like the deepest, most comfortable sleep of my life. Next thing I know, I'm jolting awake at 7:15, realizing I've effectively lost an hour and 15 minutes. The sheer panic, Maya, was immediate and all-consuming.
An hour and 15 minutes gone in a flash? That's the danger, isn't it? That just 5 more minutes turns into a full-blown crisis. And before you know it, your carefully planned morning routine is completely derailed. What was the immediate fallout from that extra sleep?
Fallout? Pure, unadulterated chaos. I was literally running around the house trying to accomplish a full morning routine in about 10 minutes flat. I brushed my teeth at warp speed, practically inhaled my coffee because I knew I needed the caffeine jolt, but there was absolutely no time to actually savor it. And the worst part? I almost walked out the door without my laptop and all my work for the day. Can you even imagine trying to explain that one? It was like a scene from a slapstick comedy, but I was living it.
That sounds incredibly stressful, Jack, and I think many of our listeners can probably picture themselves in that exact scenario. You're trying to shortcut everything, cutting corners wherever you can, but the cost is usually your peace of mind and, let's be honest, proper nourishment. Did you even manage to eat anything substantial before heading out?
Substantial? Maya, my breakfast was quite literally 1 banana, eaten in about 3 frantic bites while I was simultaneously tying my shoelaces and grabbing my jacket. It was fuel, I suppose, but it felt more like a pit stop than a real satisfying meal. And then you arrive at work, already feeling behind, already feeling that rush of cortisol, and it just sets a difficult tone for the entire day. It's exhausting before you've even properly started.
Right. That's not a breakfast. That's just staving off immediate hunger. And you're absolutely right. That hurried, reactive start sets the tone for everything that follows. When mornings feel so rushed and reactive, it's incredibly hard to feel calm, focused, or truly productive later on. It's a battle you're fighting from the moment you wake up.
Exactly. And that's where this feeling of being on autopilot, like a robot just going through programmed motions, really kicks in for me. It's wake up, rush, work, eat, sleep, and then hit repeat. It feels like we're just going through the motions, ticking boxes, without truly experiencing or enjoying the richness of each day. It's a very unfulfilling cycle when you get caught in it.
It's such a common sentiment, Jack. I hear it from so many people, this sense of monotony and feeling disconnected from their own lives. The daily grind can be incredibly draining. What do you think contributes most to that robot feeling? Is it just the relentless pace of modern life, or are there specific habits we fall into that make us feel trapped in that routine?
I think it's definitely a mix of both, Maya. The sheer demands of work, family, social media, all the expectations, they constantly pile up, making it hard to find mental space. But then we also fall into these ingrained habits, almost without realizing it. We stick to what's easy, what's familiar, even if it's not what's best for our well-being. For example, checking your phone first thing in the morning. It's become so automatic for so many of us, but it immediately floods your brain with external information and demands before you've even had a chance to properly wake up and center yourself.
That's such a crucial point, Jack. It's like we're giving away control of our mornings and our minds to our phones before we've even had a chance to decide how we want to start the day. It's an instant hit of external stimulation. You're talking about very small, deliberate changes that, when implemented consistently, can actually make a huge difference in breaking that cycle, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, we're not suggesting a complete lifestyle overhaul overnight. That's usually unsustainable. It's about tiny, intentional shifts that, when added together, create a noticeable impact. Take that phone example. It's incredibly tough, I know. My immediate instinct is still to grab it, check emails, scroll through news feeds, respond to messages.
It is incredibly difficult, but temptation is enormous because we're so conditioned to it. But what have you found happens experientially when you manage to resist that urge, even for just 10 or 15 minutes after waking up?
It's almost magical, honestly. My mind feels incredibly calmer. I'm not immediately bombarded with external demands or feeling the pressure of other people's expectations. I can actually think about my day, maybe plan a little, or just enjoy the quiet of the morning. It's like creating a mental buffer before the world rushes in, giving you a chance to orient yourself. It's a small moment of peace that really sets a better foundation for the day.
A mental buffer. I love that description, Jack. It sounds like you're reclaiming your morning, even if it's just for a few precious moments. That sense of agency is so important. What other small changes have you noticed make a big impact on breaking that robot feeling and injecting more mindfulness into your day?
Another huge one for me, especially during the workday, is taking small, deliberate breaks. Yesterday, for instance, I looked up and realized I'd been absolutely glued to my chair for almost 3 hours straight, just powering through tasks. My back was literally screaming for help, and my brain felt completely fried.
3 hours without moving? Jack, that's not just unhealthy, it's actively counterproductive. Your body and your brain desperately need those moments to reset and refresh. It's not about being less productive, it's actually about being more effective and sustainable in your work. We often forget that physical movement is tied to mental clarity.
Exactly, and my aching back definitely reminded me of that. So now I try to set a timer or just consciously make an effort to stand up, stretch, maybe walk to the kitchen for a glass of water every hour or so. Even 5 minutes away from the screen, just moving around, makes a noticeable difference in my energy levels, my focus, and just my overall mood. It breaks up the monotony.
So, incorporating more movement, that's a classic piece of advice, but it's so true and so often overlooked. Even a simple 10-minute walk can completely shift your mood and perspective, can it? It can feel like hitting a mental reset button.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when the weather is nice. There's nothing better. I've started doing a quick walk in the evening, just around the block after work. It helps clear my head after a long day of screen time. And if I add some music, something calming or uplifting, it's like a mini meditation session. It transforms the experience from just exercise to genuine enjoyment and a moment of peace.
Music really does make everything better. It completely changes the whole vibe and can elevate any activity. You know, just talking about these small intentional changes and reflecting on our own habits, I'm already feeling more relaxed and less robotic myself.
Me too, Maya. Sometimes just slowing down and talking through these things, being present in the conversation, and sharing experiences helps us appreciate the moments more. It's about choosing to be mindful even when life feels like it's speeding by at 100 miles an hour. It's about reclaiming those little pieces of our day.
That's so true, Jack. It really is about being present and intentional. And to all our wonderful listeners, we truly hope this conversation has sparked some ideas for how you can reclaim your own days, one small change at a time. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Jack&Maya podcast, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode.
Yes, please do all of that. And we'd absolutely love to hear from you. Comment below with one small habit you're planning to improve or adopt this week. Maybe it's drinking more water throughout the day, or finally committing to going to bed earlier, or even just taking a short, mindful walk during your lunch break to clear your head.
Or maybe, like Jack and I discussed, you'll try to resist checking your phone immediately after waking up, even for a few minutes. Every little bit counts towards making your day feel more intentional and less robotic. All right, Jack, I think it's time to wrap up this very insightful and, frankly, calming conversation.
Indeed it is, Maya. Thanks for spending your precious time with us today, everyone. We truly appreciate you being here and engaging with us on these important topics.
Take care of yourself, prioritize those small changes, and remember, you absolutely have the power to make your day wonderful, not just robotic.
See you in the next episode, and have a fantastic, mindful week.
Bye, everyone.